fix this boat trailer today. Kind of broke. I think the hitch just rusted real bad. It is messed up. We gotta get the boat off the trailer though. Okay, I think we got everything off the tongue we need. Looks like this thing just pretty much rusted. It's got a seam on the bottom of it. Rusted out. Yep. Just paper thin. New piece we got, I believe, 3/16. It's galvanized. It'll last a little longer. This is the ground wire that was hooked on the outside of the old hitch. I'm going to run this wire all the way to the back there. Since this is set up like a tilt trailer, there's no real direct connection. I mean, it's bolted back there where it pivots, but any movement in that, vibration stuff, can make you lose your ground to the back of the trailer through a tilt when it's bolted together like that. So I like to run this wire all the way back to where the tail lights are actually attached on that section of the frame. And another thing is, this always gets pulled around, and when that happens, it gets pulled on this eyelet and it usually breaks loose. So I never ground up at the front by the hitch. I usually always take them back a little ways into the tongue, or where it breaks out of the tongue. That way you don't lose that connection with your ground. That's why you'll see trailers running down the road with their tail lights blinking off and on every time they hit a bump. Trailer wiring is really simple, but sometimes people struggle with it because of the ground situations that can come up. Yeah. The old one out there just rusted away, and
The old tongue?
yeah, it was regular steel. Ow! Son of a gun, that's hot. Yeah, we're cut dry. Yeah, we got the boat sitting back on the trailer the way it's supposed to be. Got the new straight tongue, sits up on the jackrack. Something I wanted to point out. I see this all the time. These jacks here that bolt around a tongue, they're okay. If you notice how this one's bent, that's because they had this turned the other direction. To make these things work right, your bolts need to be really close to the hitch. See, what happens when they put this this piece was aimed the other direction, so you got like a 5-inch, I don't know, gap here. This is only a 3-inch tongue. So with that being turned sideways, they put the bolts way down here at the end, which leaves a big gap. And of course, as soon as you tighten them up, it bends these pieces here all the way around, and nothing holds straight. So these are set up for all kinds of different sizes of square tubing for tongues. So I just turned it the other direction, and it's got spaces for, looks like probably for a 2-inch and a 3-inch, so that way your bolts are nice and tight against the tongue. You can tighten them down good, and you know, everything's good and sturdy. So I'll have to go back, and I'm sure I got a picture of that when we first started, how twisted and jacked up it was. So anyway, need to work on this old peach. I have no clutch. I can move this thing around. Obviously got pieces off the motor sitting everywhere. I have no clutch. Got to get that hooked up. This is another project I've been working on. Probably try to do a little video on it once I get it all done. Buying the cheapest trencher on Marketplace. Had to do some customizing on this thing. The pump, hydrostat pump, was gone off this. It's supposed to be mounted over here on this side for driving the wheels, and it was missing altogether. So I've actually got it running. It will move now. This is a pump off an X-Mark 0-turn mower. It's a brand new pump. We did some modifications to the tank and some custom plumbing, and it actually moves now. So got to get the tires put on it. Motor's a little tweaked. It's been sitting for a long time, but it will move around on its own power now. So here's the thumb I built for my Mini. Goes with the 24-inch bucket. I probably should have done a little footage of that. It's kind of interesting, but it took me forever to throw it together just in a little time I had. Ordered cylinder off eBay. This bracket's kind of obnoxious on the arm there, but it sticks out that far so the hydraulic hoses can be in behind the cylinder. You'll get to see how that looks on it here in the next video. We're going to tear down a garage, and that's why I had to get going on this, get it put together. Had another local guy seen my dump truck running around town, wanted a bumper like I had made for mine for his dump truck. So we got this sitting here ready to go, all wired up. All he's got to do is weld the brackets on and he'll be good to go. This is the one I put on mine, and two of those, even though they're clear lights, they are tail lights. They're red when they light up. I mounted the mud flaps to mine. Been using this old truck quite a bit lately. It's been doing real good. Got a plow bumper to go on it and a snow plow, but where we're at, it don't snow anymore, so that's real low on the priorities.